What's up YouTube? Today we're going to be LANOGUARDing the MX5 so we can protect it against the grit on the road, the horrible winter, as it is winter season now. It has been freezing, but now today it's a lot better, so I can actually get underneath the car and not freeze to death. Unfortunately, the Micra has had a little bit of a problem, so I can't really drive that because the brakes are sticking. So I'm going to have to drive this anyways, and I was going to get around to doing this, and I think now is just the time that we really need to do it. Infinity Wax Wipeout Snow Foam, pH neutral, and it's going to go, and this is what I'm going to use to clean the underneath. And this is the scary part, looking under your car for the first time. But that actually seems, from here, that seems really decent. So I've snow foamed. You don't have to snow foam, but I just thought it would help with it a little bit. You just need to pressure wash it, really. If you don't have a pressure washer, I think you can go over it with some like old brushes and some like chemicals, but most of you I think should have a pressure washer. I think it is a quite a nice item to have when you're keeping your car this nice. Pressure wash underneath there, and I could say this car is very clean underneath, especially when you see MX5s. They're a lot worse than this in our harsh winters. But yeah, that is very good. I think it's because a lot of people have the Eunos roadsters, and the Eunos roadsters don't have any protection because they're obviously meant for Japan roads, not UK roads. They don't have any rust protection. These, I think, come with rust protection, but I'm adding an extra layer of rust protection as well so it doesn't rust. Don't need a classic or a fancy car. I've seen some of the newer Ford Mondeos. I heard they rust a lot. So, you know, it's definitely good. If you want to keep a car looking good underneath, then that's what it is. And then that saves you the bills of having welding done, and it also makes the car, it saves it from scrap basically. Alright, so I've now waited until lunchtime. One tutorial I was watching said he waited overnight, but I think when I actually read on the online, it says it doesn't have to be bone dry, and it's not too wet. It's still a little bit damp, but I'm just doing this. I mean, do it how you want, but yeah, this is how I'm doing it. And I'm just sort of rating sort of the installation process, how easy it is. And I've heard pretty good things about it. So let's start spraying when it's all fully primed. Just look at that, all going all black. That is satisfying. Just, of course, be very careful. Do not spray it on the brake caliper because this stuff is slippery, and you don't want slippery stuff on the friction part, I suppose. And it does smell a bit. This is made from sheep stuff. I think this is safe to breathe in, so you don't need obviously don't take that as health and safety advice, but just don't inhale it and you should be fine, and you don't have to have any type of masks or anything. So I'm just going to spray all of this down. So it's all complete. I sprayed all down here. I sprayed in the arches, as you can see, just around here. It would help if you could take your wheel out, and it probably will help having jack stands. You can get all four wheels up, as getting down here was a bit hard, as I couldn't fit all the way down under here, but I could just see about under here, so I just fit under there. Sprayed all in here and all the holes, so you can spray this, and I think it sort of makes your interior underneath looks a bit newer, because I'm not sure if you can see that on camera, but if it actually stays like that, I think it's just because it's wet. But just gonna spray. And boom. And it's just a bit of peace of mind, really. It's rust preventative. And just a bit of peace of mind in case I have to take this out when there's a bit of grit on the road, or maybe it's cleared up from a freezing day and maybe I want to take it out, you know. So ease of use of that LANOGUARD product, I'll rate 10 out of 10. Anyone can do that. It doesn't take a lot of time at all. I mean, you do have to do a lot of time letting it dry and stuff. It might take a day or two, depending how you do it. but you let it dry for 24 hours or 48 hours, depending. I think 48 hours is better. So as it's a bit colder, I'm going to wait 48 hours before I drive this car. I'm not planning to do anything anyway, so that is like probably the major downside to it. But other than that, it looks pretty easy. Not sure how it compares to obviously a full professional job. I think a full professional job would probably last, I think, three years, but I think this only lasts 1 year. But every single winter, I might do it a bit earlier next time. I might do it more in October, because I didn't expect the cold weather to drop for some odd reason. Then all of a sudden I just panic brought it, and as soon as I brought it, actually it went on Black Friday sale, and they were doing like offers for that and the grease for about the same price I bought it for. I think it costed about 80 quid, so it is quite an expensive product, but what can you say if it protects your car from the rust? And you can do this on any sort of car, whether it's a Pride and Joy car or a new car, you can do this, or just a family car, in fact. So what I've seen from online, it does work pretty well. Apparently it can be put on waxy oils. I think mine was waxy oiled as well, and I heard it can be put on top of that, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Anyways, my name's Jay Froz. I'm out. Please like and subscribe, and yeah, peace out.